Good evening, Gotta Craft by Kim. It's Kim. How's everybody doing this evening? I hope your Sunday went well. The weather was beautiful. The Sunday, the weather is so nice. I didn't get to go out, but the sun was beautiful. I think we're expecting that all week. How's everybody doing tonight? Excellent, excellent, excellent. So I decided to do a Mother's Day grapevine wreath tonight. The sign is beautiful. My sign came in, and I think it's gorgeous. And for some reason, we are delayed because when I look, the movement is about 3 to 5 seconds late. So hang in there with me. If you let's hear this music, I do not own the rights to the music. Again, I do not own the rights to that music if you can hear it. So I'm going to go in the group as usual and see if I can find. There we are. Hey everybody, happy Sunday. So when doing a grapevine wreath, you actually kind of trim it up a little bit, and I didn't do that. I haven't done any prep. The only thing I've done is my little ties here that I'm going to be putting on the wreath. I'm sorry, the sign. So I'm just going to go around and trim some of the excess. Oh, I did a wreath all floral today. Well, it took me 2 days, but it's all good. Just trim off some of the extra vines out of the way. Alright? It looks pretty good to me. Not too sloppy. Like on the back here, I have one sticking up that I'm just going to trim off. Yep, and that's about it. There's one here. That's it. I see one or two. As I go along, if I see any more, I'll trim them down. So anyway, this is the grapevine wreath. And I use them a lot for florals. I like florals on the grapevine. And as you saw in the picture I posted earlier, we're going to do mostly florals. Flowers and some greenery. So when you're doing a grapevine, I didn't even prep the sign except for when I placed it on my grapevine, I flipped it over and made a couple of little marks where I want to put my you know I had them. There they go. So I'm just going to put them on there and prep them. And my glue gun is hot. And let me get it over here. This is going to be a minute because it takes some time to do a grapevine. So we're just going to take our little cable mounts and put it on my little red dots that I put on. And it's going to be 3 of them. Gorilla Glue, of course. Yep. So everybody have a good weekend. It is just about over, isn't it? A couple more hours and it'll be back to the beginning of most people's week, which is Monday. Yep, so when I do a grapevine, I do my bow first. I place my sign and then I put all of the floral and the greenery after that. So the greenery goes first and then the flowers go after that. That's the order that I do my grapevines. Alright. So, and while I'm making the bow, we're going to let this get a little hard. After I put them on with the glue, I go around each mount and secure it. Alright, so that's what I'm doing here. And sometimes I have my little glue plate, but I'm going to use the gun tonight. So I'm just securing this on. Yep. So I didn't do anything much this weekend. Not much. Not how about nothing. And I'm tired. That is funny. I guess the more you're busy, the less tired you are. This weekend I've done anything. So that's what it looks like. Sorry about the light. So we're just going to let that dry thoroughly before I put it on. So that's the one side so far. And we're going to put it over to the side and put our grapevine over to the side. I actually didn't cut any florals today. So you're more than welcome to hang in with me. Alright. We're going to take that one out because we don't use that. Alright, so we're going to do a bow. So we're going to do these. I do have 3. So we're going to do the green stripe, a solid green that has lace trim, and that little floral that kind of matches the flowers. I know. Yep. So tell me what's going on. Nothing's going on. Come on in. When you come in, please say hi. Please say hello. Yep. Alright, let me put these to the side. So we're going to make a nice bow for this grapevine. Let me put those away because this, I know I have different scissors for different things. So let's make it the tail a little long. So that is 8. If you can see, I'm sure you can see the numbers. Look, these are the lines, but the numbers on top. So I'm going to start at 8. And then this is 8, 7 all the way down. So if I go here, that would be 9, 10. So let's do a 10-inch tail. Alright, so that'll be here for this line. Alright, we're going to put it in. And we're going to give it a twist right inside. Alright. So the good side will show. So we're going to make our loops at 7 tonight. And this is 1.5 inch in width. I was trying to wait for my pups to come back before I came down because I always have a little routine with them. But they were too late, so, and now they want to come. So what I say, 7? Yeah, 7 inches. That looks good. So we're going to slip it in. And we're going to give it a twist. Yep, here's my little company. Hey, Pop-Pop. That's my little Shih Tzu. 7 inches. We're going to put it in. And when it's in, we're going to twist it. We're going to do 2 loops on each side with this one. Alright. Same length, 7 inches. Yep. Slip it in. I like to push it down to make sure it's at that mark. Give it a little twist. Because we want the good side up. Slip it in. Now if it was double-sided, it really wouldn't matter. Alright. And we're going to take that one up top, as usual. Alright, that was it for that one. The bows, sometimes you can use 2 bows. One on the side and one at the bottom for a grapevine. I do sometimes on the metal frame and any of the borders. Take my rubber band and seal this up. Now we're going to do the solid green. And then we're going to do the floral on top. I don't know why I didn't cut it. I guess because I wanted to actually really show you guys the greenery. This is pretty. Look at the lace on it. Isn't that pretty? Alright. So this one I'm going to place it in, and it's going to go up top with the rest, with that stripe. And then I'm going to twist it. And we're going to make this the same. Let's do this one at 6. I'm going to do this one at 6 inches. Do a twist. Now this is going to be pretty thick, you know. The more loops, the thicker your bow is going to be. I'm sorry, the middle. Alright. And for grapevines, I like them pretty big. So we're going to do 2 loops of this as well. At 6. Yep, just going to put it in, measure it out at 6, and twist it. And now we're going to put this tail down the bottom. So now we got 1 of each. Got 1 tail of the stripe of the green. So that's, yep. Now we're going to go to the floral. I have some left on this one, so we're going to use that. I think I have enough to, instead of opening that other one yet. Isn't that pretty? I think this is going to really set it off, right? We're going to put it, and we're going to twist, because this is one-sided as well. Alright, so we're going to make this at 6. So we're going to do 4 of these. We're going to twist it in the middle. But we're not going to do all 4 at 6. We're going to do hey everybody, we're going to do two at 6, and then we're going to do 2 at 5. So that's what it's going to be. And this is the easy bow maker. I didn't invest in a new one. This one is working just fine for me. Maybe one day I'll invest in that new one. But, yep. I'm kind of spreading these out a little bit. The loops on both sides. Okay. Then we got 1 more over here. I'm thinking I should put that 1.5 inch on top. What y'all think? So that's 2 and 2. No, that's 3. Make sure. Y'all gotta have 1 more over here. So that's supposed to be a little bit shorter at 5. There you go. So we're going to make that one at 5. Alright, then we're going to put that one up top. So now we have one of each ribbon up top and one of each ribbon down the bottom. And I am going to do one more of the striped green. I think that's going to do it. There's not really much of this left. I'll probably do something with that on this. Let me add some more. Just this little piece, and then we'll put the green. And we're going to put it down. See that? No sense in wasting that little piece, right? Alright, let's do one more of the green stripe. The bigger the bow, the prettier the wreath, y'all. Honestly. Put that up top. And we're going to do this at 4. It's getting pretty big. That's alright. You'll see how much of a difference it makes on this grapevine. Trying to make sure they're going to be even on both sides. Yep, looking good. I'm going to do one more, y'all. Just one more loop on both sides. Just a little bit smaller. And then we're going to get it off of here. And try to put it on the grapevine. Along with the sign. Trying to make sure my sides look pretty even. I'm eyeballing it at this time, guys. Yeah, and that's it. To the side. Give me a zip tie. Trying to spread these out a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to pushing it down. I'm going underneath with my zip tie. And I'm going to find the middle. Lift my bows and tails up a little bit. There we go. I might have to buy longer zip ties. These are 8 inches, I believe. So I might have to get them a little longer because of the gathering in the middle of the bow. But that's okay. I'm doing all right so far. Maybe the next crew. So I'm just going to lift it up. Yep. And as you can see in the middle, are y'all being delayed? Because I'm being delayed watching. So I'm going to tighten it up just a little bit so I don't lose it. And I'm going to flip it over, make sure it's stacked. Slide my zip tie over to that center gathering. And tie it. Pull it together. Yep. Alright, I didn't want it really tight because you know I have to slip one underneath here so I can fit it around the grapevine. So I'm just going to go underneath, slide this one in. Now I can secure it a little tighter. All right, let's do our tails. All right, we fold them in half from the opening to the outside. Now remember, the more of an angle you hold your scissors, the deeper your V. So if I hold it up here, I'm going to have a really deep V, as you can see there. All right. If I hold it shorter on an angle, the V is not as deep. Alright, we're going to get to this wreath here in a sec. So fold it in half from the closing on the angle down to the opening. So what you guys have for dinner tonight? I didn't cook a thing. It's leftovers for us. Yep. I know I always leave one, so. And this is usually the end of the wreath, the bow making, but on the grapevine, it's actually the beginning. Because now you want to be able to do your placement of your florals. And I'm going to try not to fluff my bow before I do the florals. But y'all know I get busy. And when I have a grapevine, a bow, I have to keep messing and messing until it's right. So I'm going to sit it on, like on the top angle here. I don't want it down the middle or down the bottom. So I'm going to sit it like over here because my sign is going to go over there. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to feed this zip tie through the best we can. There we go. Here we are. We'll secure our bow, get it done, and then it's on to the sign. Let's see if that's where I want it at. Yep. So then when it fluffs out, it'll be really nice and flowing. It will flow. Alright, good job. Yeah, I know I struggle with this stuff. Especially the bows, right? Placing them inside. So now what I do after I cut it off, I kind of turn it either way so that little piece will not be sticking up. And that's it. Now we're going to move on to the sign. And the grapevine gets a little messy here, but that's okay. Alright, so now we're going to put our sign. Make sure my wreath is straight. I want it kind of down here. So, let's feed this chenille stems through. I think I do better with the zip ties, honestly. Doing the feed. That's it. So let me grab it. Is that it? That's it. So we're gonna have a nice week, huh? What's the spring is what, 2 weeks away, 3 weeks away? I cannot wait, y'all. Alright, I gotta make sure I'm good, because sometimes when you feed these things through, you wind up with a crooked sign, but I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to tie it just once or twice. Alright, so now I'm going to do the middle one. So I do not own the rights to that music. I don't know if y'all can hear it or not. I hope not. That's why you're always finding me saying I do not own the rights to this music. Because I don't. Yep. So what y'all cook for dinner tonight? I wasn't invited, that's for sure. Alright. I think we in business here today. I think I did that pretty good today. Yes, ma'am. Not so bad. So remember, Grapevine, put your bow and your sign on, and then you can do your florals. All right. Looks like I might have to, after I do the florals, I might, oh no, that came out pretty decent. Check it out, y'all. Let me know if you're getting a delay. All right, I haven't fluffed the bow or anything, but we're going to do our florals. We're going to fluff that bow later. The rest is florals. All right, let me roll these ends up, out the way. And sometimes I don't do grapevines on live because it's, most times I don't do a live grapevine because it's a lot of, it's intense. Well, it's not intense, but you know, placement of the florals. It takes a minute because you have to break down the florals. And I haven't done anything because I wanted you guys to see that part as well. So I'm rolling these up out of the way so I can place my florals properly. And it's all wired edge ribbon. Always use wired edge. Please. See how quickly they get out the way? And you can place them. Yep. Alright. So I am going to fold this over like that, out of my way, and then we're going to get them florals going. Alright, guys. So we're going to start off with the greenery first. Put some of this out of the way. And if I decide later that I need another ribbon, then that's what I'll do. So I've added so much stuff than what you guys saw, but we'll see if we're going to be needing them. And normally a floral is actually done on a stand, but I don't have a stand, but we're going to work with it. So we're just going to start cutting some pieces off and placing them. And this is like a little, I guess a little lavender bush. I'm not sure. Not a lavender. I don't know what this is called, honestly. So we're just going to cut a few of these off and start placing them. And see, sometimes I use my little glue plate. Sometimes I don't, because I'm going to place and then I'm going to glue. How about that? So we're just going to start lifting up some of the ribbon and going inside. And you just want to balance it. And I'm going to go back and glue. Yep. So after I place a few pieces, I'm going to go back and get a glue stick. And I'm just going to go in and, give me a sec, y'all. I want it all around this, so I'm going to get my little teeny mat so the glue can fall on that. How about that? Because it will go through a little bit. And all I'm doing is, where the stems are meeting the grapevine, I'm adding some glue so it can stay put. That's all I'm doing, guys. Alright. So we're going to take a few more, and now we're going to go underneath the bow. Because we want a simple balance. We want to balance it out. So I put 3 there. We're going to put 3 here. And we're going to glue that. Just run some glue on it. And believe me, it will stay in place. Just put glue on the ends of them stems or somewhere along the stem, And this thing will not, they will not move, y'all, once they dry. Alright? Now, also, to balance it out, I do go on the side because I don't want this space empty. So I'm going to put a few pieces there as well. So this is the base. And it was like 6, 7, 9 pieces on here. That was a pretty nice bush. Yep. So now I'm just going in this area and put a couple pieces. I am going to stand a little bit. Let me see if I can bring you guys in. I am so delayed here. Here we go. I hope that's a little better. So right in here. Okay. Right in this area. I want some sticking out as well. So I'm going to go in here and put some. The 3 that was. So that's 1. And on the same angle as the other ones, but just so that we have some in this area. Alright, and now I'm going to glue those down. Be careful because I don't want the glue on the ribbon. Alright. That's why it's easy. With wide ribbon, you can do a lot with it. So that's why I folded it over, because when I go to do the bow, it's just going to expand. So here we go so far. Alright. Looking kind of pretty. Now we're going to go in. I added these, y'all. I have no idea what they're called. Let me see. Floral. I don't know if anybody know the name of this. Mention it to me, please. Just a few pieces to accent that pink. I also have a little bit of lavender, like almost this color. I told you when I be down here thinking and looking, I just keep adding and adding. That's not good. It's cool though, y'all. Y'all know I love pretty things, so see, that accents that ribbon. We're going to go around a little bit. Just place. Nothing, just say to yourself, I think this needs I don't want to take that back out of there. I think this needs a piece of greenery. Just like a little bouquet. Alright? And I wanted to come down to the sign. So we're going to work all the way to the sign. Cut each individual piece off. And I like a lot of my floral to go to just touching the sign just a little bit. Now we're going to do some on the other side. Just a few pieces of color. Alright. I'm not even going to use all of them. I'm going to use that one piece. That's it. Put some down the bottom. we go. Just take your glue gun and just squeeze it on that little stem. Excuse me. So we have step 2. So now, the main focus. Alright? And these have a lot of greenery on them. So I didn't have to add a lot of greenery. So we're just going to separate them and cut. And start placing. So let's cut a few pieces off. Got greenery that fell off. That's okay, we're going to still put it in there. Some of them have 2 on it. Yep. And I have one that has just all greenery, which is nice. See the piece? Every piece of greenery on your stem you should use. Because it can be placed. If not, you can use it as a filler. Alright, let me move them over. So now we're going to start placing our flowers. You can make them as long or as short as you like. Sometimes I stick them in, and when I turn it over on the other side, I have to clip some of the stem off, but that's okay. So I'm going to make some of them short. So this is me when I'm not live. I'm like, let's do this. Well, let's do that. So I'm going to make this one a little short, but I'm still going to use the greenery on it. See the greenery still? I'm going to make this one a little shorter. I don't like the way that one landed. So I'm going to go in on a different angle. Therefore, you'll be able to see the flower. Instead of it flopping over to the other side. So when it's hanging, you'll be able to see it. So let's glue that in. All right. And so I'm going to see how I'm bending it. These are bendable. So I can bend them. I hope you can see me, guys. Let me come down a little bit. I'm so delayed on here. I don't know how far ahead you guys are. But you see this stem that I bent? That way, these roses will stand up. So I'm going to put them in bent. The stem in bent. Give it a nice little wad of glue right there. Yep. There we go. Because you want your flowers to show. You definitely want them to show. So let's go down the bottom. Didn't like that position because it didn't hold it. So we're going to go in the middle. There we go. Yep. And you know I'll be tweaking until tomorrow. Yep, here we go. Add a little glue. I have another bush of these roses. So I'm going to add them too, because mothers deserve flowers. At least I think so. Right? And don't forget I have there we go. Don't forget I have floral greenery to finish putting in, because it fell off of some of these. So let me cut some more. We're going to do some more placing. Yep. And a little glue here. I glued that one already. Lovely. I'm loving this already. I think I need a couple more flowers up here though, but we're going to work on the base. Just a little bit, the bottom. And just, what you do really is just put it in. If you don't like where it's at, you take it back out and work it back in until you're really, really satisfied with it. Alright? So it's wired like the other one. So I'm playing with it so it can, I can bend it where I want it to go. Alright, I have couple more pieces. So this area right here underneath the bow, I'm not really concerned about, because the bow is going to cover all of that. I do have greenery there, remember. So when I let the tails down from the bow, it is going to actually cover a lot of it. I did plan on using most of those flowers. And looks like I'm using them. Yes. How lovely. I think I need a flower over here. So yeah, you'll see some people dipping them in a little glue pot. This is just as effective, or I think a little bit easier for me, but I do use the glue pot. When that one I did over the weekend, I have to take a picture of it and show you guys. So I have some greenery I can use from the flowers. I got a little Kit Kat running around here, being nosy, as usual. Aren't cats nosy? If you have one, they're not sneaky now, y'all. They're nosy. They want to be in everything. All right, let's put some more of this greenery that we have. That kind of, that kind of fell off the roses. I'm not wasting. Don't waste anything. Use everything. Like this piece right here that fell off, I'm getting ready to put it in. somewhere. Yep, see, it works. A lot of people, I understand, are kind of scared of the grapevine. Grapevines are really simple to do, y'all. Don't just do one. Buy it, get it done, and you'd be surprised how satisfied you are. I think they're actually a little bit easier than using the mesh, honestly. Yep. What? I see a spot I want to put one more, guys. Right in this area. I want it to stick out. So I'm going to put one more flower. I might as well use both of these, huh? Let me cut them up. And put them right in here. Just the flower itself. So I don't need any more greenery. So just the flower. Break it down a little bit. Right. So that's what it looks like now. Just a plain old little flower with a stem on it. Yep, we're going to stick it right there. Just fill it in some spaces. That's it. Yep. One more. I took off all the greenery and now I'm just using the flower, if you can see it. Alright. I'm looking for a place for it. I have plenty. And the bow's going to fill here, so let's just put it in. Around the sign. Yep. Oh, I don't know if you can hear my music upstairs. It's loud, but I do not own the rights to that music. Alright, so now what we're going to do is fluff our bow. And we're going to start at the bottom with the green and white one. And we're just going to start pulling it apart. So that's what it's looking like. Let me turn it around. That is gorgeous. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm really sorry about that, but I think that is so pretty. I am going to cut some of these tails off. Remember, it's always a good idea to make your tails longer than you want, or that so you could cut them down to the size that you actually really need. Just remember that, because if you cut them too short, you have no more room to grow. Let's find that green one. Here it is. Cut it a little bit shorter. Got a little glue on it. It's okay. Alright, I have a pink one rolled somewhere. It'll show. There it is. Alright, so let's take our bow out. Fluff this bow out. Pull it out and open it up. Go underneath, pull it out, and open it up. And we're just going to spread it around. Yep, on both sides. As many of y'all know, I've struggled with bows a lot. I mean, I did. I'm getting better. Much better. Thank goodness. And they don't all have to be out. Doesn't have to be a perfect bow. I call my bows sloppy bows. Yes. It's really, it's a little different when you're on flat. So now I'm going to turn it around and try to do that other piece, the inside part. And it looks so much better hanging, guys. So I'm going to go underneath and start here. Go in the middle, open them up, and spread them out. The next one is the green one. Try not to keep you guys on. I got glue on my fingers. Open it up and spread them out. Yep. My pink. So I used the dark green to give it some depth. Is that how you say it? D-E-P-T-H? Yeah. Alright. Trying to give it a little twist, a little twirl. There we go. That's that other one. That's my center. The last two green ones, I was using it as a center for the bow. So I'm spreading them out just a little. I don't want my greens to get lost. So you see how I'm pushing it up and opening them up just to spread my bow out. Yep. And then I think I showed you guys how I do sometimes. I just puff it to make it a little puffier. Puff it down a little bit. Yep, to make it a little round. I'm looking for my tails up. So of course, I'm trying to get my old man to make me a stand, y'all, so I can stand up and do these grapevines at least. He's working on them. I know he is. But that's it. And I will play with this bow until tomorrow. No, y'all know how I am. Perfection, I try. I don't want to cover up. But guess what? That's your wreath. I'm kind of loving that. Let me take it out a little bit. If I can, a little more. Yeah, I always turn it the wrong way, don't I? Here we go. I don't know if you can see it all, but I think that's as far back as I can go. That didn't take too long, guys. There we go. Oh yeah, I'm kind of liking that. I'll do some little minor adjustments on some things, but other than that, it's beautiful. Huh? Yes. All right, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please post them. And I thank you guys for stopping by. Hey. All right. I will take some pictures in the sun tomorrow on the door as usual, and I will post it in the group. Alrighty? And that other floral I did. It's huge, but it's so nice. Alrighty? Talk to you guys. Have a great start of your Monday or your next week. Good night.